Alright, bass legends, let's take a trip back in time and imagine something wild. What if Leo Fender, the genius behind some of the world's most iconic guitars, walked into your jam room and saw your trusty Sterling Stingray bass? Picture the look on his face as he takes in all the modern features, the sleek lines, and the unmistakable vibe of your favorite instrument. Now, the Stingray is already a beast. A punchy, active, slap-ready monster that's powered by that little 9-volt battery. It's the kind of bass that can cut through any mix, whether you're laying down a groove in a smoky club or holding down the low end at a massive festival. But what would Leo do if he had his hands on it today? Would he just admire it, or would he start sketching out new ideas right there on your set list? I think he'd have a few spicy ideas to kick it up a notch. Let's dive in. Imagine Leo, sleeves rolled up, ready to tinker and innovate, just like he always did. First up, Leo was obsessed with reliability, so I bet he'd look at that battery compartment and say, why not make it easier? After all, nothing should get in the way of the music, not even a dead battery. He'd probably add a quick swap battery door. No screwdriver, just pop it open mid-set, swap, and keep the groove going. Maybe even a little LED indicator to warn you before the juice runs out, so you're never caught off guard. No more panicking on stage when your bass suddenly goes silent. Leo would want you to focus on the music, not the tech drama. Now let's talk tone. The Stingray already has that signature growl, but Leo was all about versatility. He believed every player should have their own voice, and the instrument should help you find it. I think he'd give us an active-passive switch right on the front. Instantly switch between modern power and vintage warmth, all at your fingertips. Want classic passive thump for old-school funk? Flick the switch. Suddenly you're channeling the sound of the 70s with all that fat, round tone. Want that active bite for modern slap? Flip it back. Instantly you're back in the present with all the punch and clarity you need to cut through any band. One bass, all the flavors. It's like having a whole arsenal of tones in a single instrument, ready for any gig, any genre, any time. He'd definitely take a look at the electronics too. Leo loved making things simple but brilliant. He was always searching for ways to make gear more user-friendly, more intuitive, and more reliable for working musicians. Imagine if you could charge your Stingray with a USB-C cable, just like your phone. Plug it in between sets, and you're good to go for the next show. No more hunting for spare batteries at 2 a.m., talk about future-proof. Leo would want you to spend your time playing, not searching for power. And knowing Leo, comfort was key. The Stingray's already comfy, but he'd put just a little more thought into the neck. Maybe he'd even consult with players of all hand sizes to get it just right. Maybe a satin finish for that smooth, never sticky feel. Your hand glides effortlessly, even during the sweatiest encore. Add some rolled fretboard edges so it feels played in from day one like your favorite pair of jeans. It's those little details that make you want to pick it up again and again. Now the pickup. Leo was the king of tinkering. He never stopped experimenting with new sounds and new ways to shape the tone. He might toss in a split coil mode so you could dial in a vintage precision-style vibe when you want, or blend it for something totally new, or unleash that full humbucker roar, the kind of sound that shakes the walls and gets the crowd moving. One switch, a whole new world of sounds. The possibilities would be endless, and every player could find their own signature tone. Last but not least, I think Leo would say, make it yours. Personalization was always part of his vision. He wanted musicians to feel connected to their instruments. Custom color pickguards, easy mod access, maybe even a little spot to stash a pick or two. Why not add a touch of your own style or a secret compartment for your lucky charm? The Stingray, but even more you. It's not just a bass, it's your creative partner, ready for anything you can dream up. So what do you think? Would you rock a Leo-inspired Stingray? Imagine the possibilities if you could combine his genius with today's tech. Drop your dream mods in the comments and let's see how wild this bass can get. Share your wildest ideas no matter how out there. Who knows, maybe the next great innovation will come from you. Smash like and keep those low notes loud. Stay funky and keep pushing the boundaries of what your bass can do.